Welcome to the Powerline Podcast, the official podcast of Greystone Power. I'm your host, Emily Young, and today we're speaking with the Paulding County High School Army JROTC instructor, Sergeant Major Jason York, and cadets Cyanna, Griffith, and Amansher Nat. So, let's get started on episode 61 of the Powerline Podcast. November is the month of Veterans Day, a very important holiday in America's history. This month, we salute those who have fought bravely and continue to fight for our freedom. Today, I'm here with Army JROTC instructor Jason York and cadets Cyanna, Griffith, and Amansher Nat, who will tell you more about the PCHS program. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the podcast. Sergeant Major York, tell us a little bit about your role at PCHS.
Hey, good morning. First of all, thanks for having us, Ms. Young. We appreciate the opportunity to be out in the community and serve. My role at Paulding County High School, on the face of it, is a JROTC instructor. If you get outside those bounds, I'm a guide, I'm a mentor, I'm a life coach, I'm a teacher, and I provide opportunities for the cadets to step up and lead, guide, and mentor. I'll tell you something that really caught me off guard. I'm a father figure. A lot of times I'm the only father figure some of the cadets have.
Cadets Nat and Griffith, how long have you each been in the program?
Good morning, I am Cadet Cyanna Griffith. Thank you for having me. I have been in the program for 4 years.
Good morning, I'm Cadet Nat. Thank you for having me here, and I've been in the program for 4 years as well.
Thanks for joining us. What is JROTC and why is it important?
JROTC is a place where people come together and we make young people become better citizens, and it's a family and we learn about everything like the military, physical fitness, military history, and all that.
JROTC, a lot of people come together. They may not have the same goal in the future, but they have that same goal at once. It's to become better leaders, it's to become better citizens, and the mission of JROTC is to motivate young citizens to be better citizens.
How did you get into this field, Sergeant Major York?
So after about 30 years of serving in the military, I retired and took a job in Afghanistan as a civilian contractor. I was supposed to be there for about a year and a half, but it got cut short and came home. And ironically, I spent about a year just backpacking, hiking, and camping, and whitewater rafting. I was just in the Smokies, really just killing a lot of time. My wife called one day, I got a signal, and she's like, "Hey man, are you still married?" And yeah, I'm still married. That's the clue. I better come home. I came home and did nothing for about 6 months. Spent a lot of money on the basement and the yard, building projects. And then the wife's like, "Hey, man, you got to go back to work." So I kind of give a lot of credit to her. Well, I give her all the credit. But I took a job with General Electric. I was going to go out west and inspect wind turbines. I got climbing certified. I was going to be gone about 30 days and home a week, gone 30 days, home a week. And ironically, about 8 days before I was supposed to leave with General Electric, the school called and wanted to know if I'd be interested in being a JROTC instructor. And so I went in, did the interview. The deciding factor was, well, I'll get to sleep in my bed and get to spend some time with the wife. I didn't have a vision that I wanted to do this. There was no desire deep down in my heart that, hey, I just need to be a JROTC instructor. It really just kind of happened by accident. Ironically now, 4 years later, I cannot for the life of me seeing me do anything else with my life. Absolutely love being an instructor. I love being into school, being around the kids.
Wow, it sounds like you had a really interesting background. Well, we're glad you're here now. Cadets Nat and Griffith, why did you choose to join JROTC, and do you have any plans for after high school?
I chose to join JROTC because I come from a military background. My brother was in the program as well as my other two siblings, but my brother was the battalion commander, which I am that now. So seeing him do that just made me want to do it and, be better than him. But I plan to go to basic training next summer, and I plan to join the National Guard and then go to college at University of North Georgia.
I've always wanted to be in a militaristic environment, whether it would be jumping over walls, carrying heavy things, or marching outside in the cold like our drill team does. I've always wanted to be in that environment, and for a while in my life, I did not want to join the military. There was one day my dad, he brought home a video game that had airplanes in it, and I love airplanes a lot because of that. My friends, whenever they hear me say, "Oh, airplane," and they're like, "Oh, he's about to go off on another tangent about airplanes." And so I was like, okay, if I really love the military and I really love airplanes, I can combine that together. So I use JROTC as a way to improve my leadership skills and to be in that militaristic environment that I now wanted to be in. My plans after high school is to join the United States Marine Corps and enlist first, but then commission. That way I can become a naval aviator in the Marine Corps so I can fulfill my dreams of being a pilot.
Congratulations, you guys. You have big plans ahead of you. We'll be cheering you on. What are some events that your organization participates in the community?
One of my favorite events that our JROTC participated in was Wreaths Across America. This event where we laid down wreaths at the headstones of fallen soldiers or fallen service members and just service members that had passed away. Understanding the militaristic environment and understanding the sacrifice that the service members have given us for a free country really means a lot to me. And so for that reason, laying down wreaths and respecting our fallen service members was one of my favorite events in JROTC.
One of the ones that we also did last year, as well as Wreaths Across America, we did Boxes Around the World, which brought us together as a JROTC community, not only as outside of JROTC, but inside the classroom. We brought in our own gifts and supplies like toothbrushes, toys, all things like that. And we personally wrapped the gifts and put the boxes together, and then Sergeant Major went out and delivered those boxes to the places that they needed to go.
Well, we do a lot of stuff that I thoroughly enjoy, everything from radar competitions to drill competitions to rifle competitions. We're always out in the community competing with other schools. We do have the opportunity to get out in the community and do cleanup type stuff work. We did the Boxes Around the World, the Wreaths Across America, like they just mentioned. One of the things we did last year that I thought was pretty neat is when the hurricane come through and destroyed north of us up at North Carolina, we decided to do a clothing drive and a food drive. We filled up 3 bus loads of supplies. So we delivered those, and we still had a truckload left over. So when the truckload was left over, I just said, hey, I know exactly where I need to take this. And we loaded up our trailer up to North Carolina to the disaster relief.
Thank you all for your service in the community. Now, why is it important that we recognize Veterans Day?
Because it honors those, not only the fallen members, but it honors those who are still present in the military and who are serving, and it gives a sense of patriotism to those and to those people now who are just civilians, and that we give thanks to them.
The reason why it's important to celebrate Veterans Day is to remember all those that have served in the military who have fought for our freedom. I'm a big history nut, and history has shown us that there will be people that are willing to take our freedom away, but there will also be people who are willing to stand up and say, no, we will defend our freedom, and we know that freedom isn't free. And looking back from history and just looking at the present day today, veterans pay the share for freedom by giving their time and serving our country.
What's been your favorite part about being in an organization like JROTC?
JROTC is considered a lot like a family, because when you're first in the program, it's really new and you're kind of by yourself. You're in a big classroom with all these cadets and all these like new people that you don't know. But then after a while, we do team building stuff, activities like that, and so you kind of have to talk to them. But once you talk to them, you get that friendship and you build up that family over the years. And me personally, I have definitely built that, and sometimes I see these people more of like siblings than my own siblings sometimes. And Sergeant Major, as like he said, like a father figure.
I think my favorite part about being in an organization like JROTC is that there's a bunch of different types of people. There's people that are into running, there's people that are into weightlifting, drawing, and all these things. And I feel like in a program like JROTC, I've never seen that kind of diversity before. I'm in the marching band. I've participated in other things other than JROTC, and I don't think I've seen more diversity in interest in what people want to do in their life in JROTC. So not only do I get to learn how to be a leader, but I get to learn the different types of people that they are. There may be someone who's interested in drama, or people who want to play football in college, people that want to work a blue-collar job, or someone that just wants to join the military.
100%. My favorite part is the cadets. Watching them grow up, watching them mature, watching them not say a word in class to watching them not shutting up in class. It's watching them mature and become a leader, pointing them in the right direction, giving them discipline when they need it, and then giving them praise when they need it, and giving them love. It's my favorite part, just being around the kids.
Greystone recently made a donation to the PCHS JROTC. What do you guys plan to do with that money?
Well, first off, we're going to be eternally grateful for the money. To back up just a little bit, when I started the program about 4 years ago, kids used to say we're a poor school. If we stacked all of our stuff up against other schools, yeah, we probably didn't have a lot. But I quickly instilled a work ethic in them. I believe I taught them how to get out and fundraise, how to get out and work in the community, and it certainly will give back. So the check is just nothing more than the kids getting out and working. We'll probably go to our drill team. So our drill team has won the state championship 2 years in a row. And so they're always in need of new uniforms, new equipment, new replica rifles that we march with, to bus fees, because the kids have, we have to ride a bus to the competition.
Thank you so much for being here today. Okay, so we always ask everybody the same last question. Is there anything else you'd like to tell our members?
Just thank you for having us and allowing us to be here.
Same here. Thank you so much for having us on this podcast.
Really is a joy to be with you today. We've been looking forward to speaking with you. Thank you to all your members that out there that support JROTC. Not to be cliche, but the young people are our future. And if we don't invest in them now, they're not going to invest in us when we're old and gray, and we need their help. Get out there and support these programs, support these kids, and pour into their lives. Our future depends on it.
Unfortunately, we're all out of time for today's episode. Make sure to check us out on social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and X. And don't forget to subscribe to our podcast, available on our website, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. Thanks for joining us for episode 61. We'll catch you next time on the Powerline Podcast.